Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with our third part of our late game tier guide brought to you by White Sushi. I'll go ahead and put a link to his guide right in the description below. And today we are looking at the A tier. We've covered the God tier, we've covered the S tier. Now we are looking at the A tier heroes that a lot of people are using. So let's go ahead and get into the tiers. The very first one that we're looking at is a combination that I've actually used quite a bit myself, which consists of Iran, who is going to be able to pull 3 heroes in, making a formation of 3 to 4 heroes that he will damage and he will slow with a signature item, boosted by Leica's haste, her energy that she gives, as well as her armor reduction. Coupled with that, we do a heavy damage team combined with Rose, who will actually follow Belinda. So when Iran groups up the heroes, Belinda can nuke them down, even double nuke, depending on the energy level of Rose. And Rose is going to go ahead and boost the damage that Belinda is doing with her, not only her nuke, but her AoE attack as well. So a very unique combination that seems to work very well. Rowan increases the survivability, increases the energy regeneration. He increases the crowd control ability with this team. 2 other variants that we've seen with this team is when you're looking at the Wilder team themselves is, of course, with the Nomura and the Leica. So Nomura essentially is replacing Rowan in this one as the healer and the CC. And Tassie is for a team that you need a lot more CC. It's an extremely flexible comp, heavy crowd control that is provided by, in this combination, Nomura or Tassie, or you can swap in Rowan. The other one that some people do swap in is Falks, depending on who you have built at this time. Iran acts as a support, grouping enemies for some devastating damage from the Belinda-Rose combo that we just seen a minute ago. So the ideal combination would be the Iran Leica, and then looking at the Rose and Rowan to stack the team as it is built right now. So that is the first lineup for the A tier composition. So now we'll go ahead and we'll look at the second one, which is kind of unique. I've actually never used this one. Of course, Rowan, as you've seen, Rowan goes into most team combinations. And again, using the Leica Iran shell, which is very powerful. But the little change in this one is swapping in Pharrell. So this team comp does have a couple advantages. If you look at the overall team comp, you have agility, you have Leica, you have Iran, you have Pharrell, meaning that you have complete ranger tree. And you have support, which you have Rowan, you have Tassie. Some of the swaps out here is Athalia for the substitutions, which you can actually swap, swapping out Pharrell for Athalia, or swapping out like a Tassie for a Nomura, depending on, again, on the team comp that you're fighting here. So the agility carry build relies on like a signature nature or signature item that does the armor debuff, allowing all of the heroes to do more damage. You have CC with Tassie, you have CC with Nomura, you have CC with Rowan. So depending what build you go, even Athalia brings CC. So heavy crowd control in this team. It makes it very strong with the introduction of the Elder Tree, because the only 2 branches you're using are support and you're using the Ranger branch. So you can actually pull all of your points out of the other 3 branches of the Elder Tree, stack them into the support class and the Ranger class, and see this team really excel. Even with the substitutes, they still stay in the Ranger and the support class, making it a very powerful combination. So one of the variations that we've also seen with this is running Lucius instead of Leica, depending on level difficulty and depending who you're fighting. If you're getting burst down in the first 15 to 20 seconds, you might need a little more survivability than what Leica's going to bring with her armor debuff. So swapping in Lucius at that point to make sure that this team can be very successful. And the final team that we look at for the A tier is actually, again, a team that I've ran a lot of times, which is the combination of using Arthur and using Lucius. as your main tanks. So Lucius provides a ton of support, a ton of healing. He has his shielding for the team. Arthur supplies great tanking ability, a significant amount of damage. And we also combine them with Rowan. Of course, like I said, most team comps do use Rowan just because he is absolutely phenomenal in the campaign. And it combines Gwyneth with Pharrell. So pretty interesting in this team comp because Arthur is going to buff Gwyneth with her attack rating. And Gwyneth, her biggest abilities are her normal attacks, which are turned to special attacks. Pharrell's normal attacks, when they're critical strikes, add his little spirits. So both of these heroes are going to be super, super powerful when they are behind Arthur because of their normal attacks and the methodology behind them. Rowan, again, up top for support, where Arthur is on the bottom, doesn't need quite as much healing as a Lucius would. And he'll also have the energy disintegration that Pharrell is bringing to this team comp. Some of the variations for this one include putting in Hendrik. The reason for this is Hendrik will actually push Cirrus back, or one of the heroes from the top line, giving Gwyneth the ability to ignite 4 heroes instead of igniting 3 heroes, which makes a very, very big difference. Another variation that we see with this is putting in Taylene instead of Lucius. Again, for the survivability, the healing that she brings, the support that she brings. Same with putting in the twins. The twins have the ability not only to super charge the haste ability, which is very, very powerful. They do have the ability to tank as well. Not very strong as a tank, but as another support class, especially if you're stacking in the Elder Tree for support, they can bring a ton of utility to the team, as well as linking heroes together. That way they can mitigate the damage. So this is a less aggressive variation of the Gwyneth lineup that offers more crowd control and defense using Pharrell and Lucius together, which is how the original comp was set up. While this doesn't see quite a lot of gameplay, seems generally less capable of pushing larger level deficits without the use of Rosaline. So Rosaline actually can supercharge attacks like we've seen with Belinda. She does the same with Gwyneth. If she's paired with Gwyneth and she's doing a ton more damage, making Gwyneth do a ton more damage with her dots because her attack power is higher. Pharrell and Lucius are more common build than Australia or Taylene, which might explain why the prevalence of this setup. So very, very tough A-team comp that if you're pushing chapters, 28 plus is where we really see these. Once you get further into the campaign, let's say chapters, again, like 30 plus, people are using ST formations or God tier, depending where you're at in this video or where you're at in the campaign. So again, big shout out to White Sushi with all of his guides and everything that he puts out on Reddit. Super useful information. That's why I love to bring it to you. That way you can make the most of it, see where your team is falling. If the team comp you're using is not anywhere on the tier list, probably not the best tier comp, because we covered a lot. We're already up to 9 full team comps that we use that are very, very commonly used and very, very high tier in AFK Arena. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the tier list. We have one more to go through. We will do the 4th video very, very soon to cover the B list tier and the heroes that we're using in there. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.